Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Esfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzant's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ, but a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
We managed to survive the battle, but the situation around us grows ever more complex. The decision before us now will greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. Okay, so I guess I'll switch over to this layout now so that, you know, it more clearly shows the thingamabob on the left there. So there are some decisions that are important for the true ending of this game. And from what I've looked into here, and I was double checking my phone during those cutscenes just to make doubly sure, it seems like if you do want the true ending of this game, you need to transport the illegal salt to the duchy at House Enda's behest. So that's what we're gonna be doing. But something I also found out recently as I've been doing research into this game. I've mentioned before how when you do new game pluses of this game, it will, you know, continue with like your same units and party and whatnot. So in Chapter 3, for example, if you go to Esfrost, you get some archer guy, and if you go to Hyzant, you get Mr. What's his face? Cryomancer guy. Corentin, you get him if you go to why's my chat bugging out? There we go, jeez. You get Corentin if you go to Hyzant, for example. So you can go do the other one and you still keep Corentin, so you would be able to get like both the units from both the thingamabobs and like increase the size of your army. And as you increase your convictions, you're able to recruit more other characters. So you might not be able to get all of the side story characters on a first playthrough, but maybe with like subsequent playthroughs, you may be able to strengthen your convictions enough on, say, like the second new game, and be able to get them, for example, and get like more units in your army. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of units that are through the story, through different paths. Interestingly enough, it's just Chapter 3 and Chapter 15. In Chapter 3, there are the two different choices there of, you know, a unit that you can get being the Cryomancer or the Archer, so it's like, okay, just do a new game and then go do the other one, and now you have both of them, easy peasy. The only other branch that gives you different units is Chapter 15, where there's 4. So if you want every unit, you have to do at least 4 playthroughs to get all of them. So what I found out about the true ending of this game, the Golden Route, is from what I hear, I haven't looked into it because I don't, like, super specifically because I don't want to, you know, spoil myself on what the final boss is. But from the little tidbits I've been hearing, apparently the final map of the final route uses every unit you have. every single character you have apparently participates in the battle. So I saw some sites that were recommending that you only do like the true route, the true final ending and true final boss and yada yada after like 1 or 2 playthroughs. I have no idea what the final boss in this game is, but I've seen sites recommending that you only do it after some other playthroughs, because it's gonna be as hard as it can be if you try to do it on a first playthrough, and I'm playing this on hard mode. So for now I'm still going to continue down the path of what can lead me to the true final ending and whatnot, but I'll keep like a different save in chapter 15, most likely before the crazy split into the 4 and such. We shall see there. And chapter 17, I believe it is. Chapter 15 is where it splits into like, here's 4 different units that you can get based on your options and stuff earlier and yada yada. And chapter 17 is where it splits into like the 4 different endings, where it's like, here's the 3 main endings, and then there's the 1 true ending thing where Bob that's a little bit longer than the other ones and has some other additional chapters, so I keep a save there too. I'd probably do at least one of the standard endings first, and then reload the chapter 17 save, and then try to do like the true ending. And if I just can't do it, if I'm not strong enough, then I might have to do a new game plus and then go through it on my own time and then go back to the golden route there. But if it does use every unit, then, you know, the hardest thing that you can do, the most difficult final battle that you can possibly do, is playing the game on hard mode and doing it on a first playthrough rather than a new game plus, so you'd have like the least units that you could have by then. I mean, you could have even less units if you didn't strengthen your convictions all that well for recruiting other characters, but you know what I mean. You wouldn't get any of the other branching route kind of character thingamabobs. So that's the situation with the true ending of this game, apparently. So I am going to continue down the path that can lead me to the true ending, but I'm a little bit sketched out. So let's go get some intel. Let's go ahead and get some intel here. So we shall see here. But yeah, let's just see here. I think that it could be some of the other gods that Octopath Travelers of the Continent mentioned. It said that there was a god that created the 13 gods in the game, and Galdea rebelled against it. That's why it turned out the way it did. So the mobile game quite literally expands on the lore of the Switch game, huh? Also, it's not a Switch exclusive game anymore. You can get Octopath Traveler on Steam. I think you can get Triangle Strategy on Steam now as well. Unless I'm losing my mind. I might be losing my mind, but I know you can get Octopath Traveler on Steam for sure at this point. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it makes sense. You need everyone for Galdea, so you need everyone this too. Yeah, so it is continuing with that kind of tradition after Octopath Traveler, where it's like, if you're doing the true ending and the true final boss, you need to use everybody and strategize with everybody. So it seems like that's the case in Triangle Strategy too. No surprise taxes this time. That's a bit disappointing. So yeah, I saw a lot of sites recommending not to do like the true ending on a first playthrough. I'm gonna try to do it anyway, but I'm gonna keep some backup saves, just in case I change my mind. So we shall see. Yeah, I heard about that. I might potentially cover a smidge of it. We shall see. It was no easy feat ferrying all of Minister Sorsley's provisions. Just goes to show how deep the pockets of the Saintly Seven are. I never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzant, though. To say I'm impressed would be an understatement. They have an ulterior motive. The Saintly Seven are highly revered in the Holy State. Claims of any illicit dealings would no doubt be met with skepticism. So, even if we did try to travel to Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments, they might not believe us. Yeah, let's see here. Will we be playing it when it comes out? Yeah, I'll cover a little bit of it. Was that a stream delay thing, Robob? I got something stuck in my throat. What the heck is going on? Yeah, I'll check it out a little bit. Game file is insanely huge and almost as big as the Lost Switch games. Oh, I won't have space on my phone. I'll figure something out, I guess. I'm happy that the provisions Minister Sorsley sent are being met with joy by the people. Is there anything you would like me to relay to him in return? I did not think it possible to amass such riches under Hyzant's system of equality. I do hope Minister Sorsley is not giving more than he can afford. Thanks to him, we can rebuild our town. Please tell him we will not forget his generosity. Before that, there is something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorsley as his vassal? Oh, are you his vassal then? I'm gonna ask what you think about him there. I'm curious. He is one of the Saintly Seven, and a greater liege than I deserve. I think his benevolent character should be apparent after all he has bestowed upon Wolfort. He is also a man committed to righteousness and will not tolerate any semblance of injustice or betrayal. You are the same, are you not, Lord Serenoa? But of course. A warning, no doubt. Perhaps Minister Sorsley is not so generous as others make him out to be after all. I owe you a debt of gratitude for these provisions. Looks like I'll be able to push on a little longer. One of the soldiers told me you're the reason we have food now. Thank you so much, Lord Serenoa. Any surprise taxes in here? Surprise taxes, no. No surprise taxes. Also, now that we are in the new chapter, let me just check really quickly. Would a new grinding map have been available if I just progressed to this chapter after the end of last stream? Yep. Gosh darn it. Well, I'll grind sometime down the line. Is what I'll do. Also, I do have a class promotion available. I'll figure that out a little bit down the line. I'll have to recruit somebody here. I'm thinking maybe like Frederica or Anna. That's what I'm thinking. Units that I'll for sure be using, you know? With how handy they can be. I don't know. I don't know which of the two, but those are the two that I'm leaning towards. Can I move, please? There we go. It's just weirdly delayed. Welcome! Ooh. I'm gonna go broke from doing this, but I don't care. I need all this stuff I can get. I can always get more funds grinding off camera. So yeah, Cyrano's convictions have been strengthened. What, from buying everything I can? Oh, I can't even afford the last iron here. Is there anything I can sell? Oh, gosh darn it. I'll be missing that one there. I'm pretty sure you can get the materials as well from grinding, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal, but, like, still irksome. Quality stowed. Cyrano's convictions have been strengthened. What, from collecting surprise tax? Apparently a closed... Oh, wait, is that a thing? I thought I saw a glimmer. Oh, right here. Timber! Sweet. Apparently a closed beta is being tested this April, and the release should come around this summer. Huh. I'll keep an eye out, then. So Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Prince Roland's death. The timing is too convenient. Can't help but feel there's something else going on here. No! No! Please, say no more. I would be loath to lie to my own soldiers. All we do for Wolfort. I would ask that you keep observations like these to yourself. This is proof of his resolve, one which I will support with all my might. I'll give him the hint that, like, hey, leave this be. We need to be chill here. I feel like the all we do is for House Wolfort, keep your observations to yourself is a bit more aggressive. I know that you are an honest man, Lord Serenoa. I can surmise the turn of events from those words alone. I will trust in you and ask no more. Thanks, man. All the other soldiers feel the same. We needn't worry about a thing, Lord Serenoa. Sweet, he's cool. Thank you. I could not have gotten this far without all of you. He's cool. He's chill about it. Thank goodness for that. Here's some more surprise taxes. Thank goodness that guy's super chill. My mom says thanks to you that we can eat again, so thank you. My child would oft go to bed with an empty belly and tearful eyes, but no more. You have no idea how grateful I am for that. I may be able to procure goods and reopen my shop sooner than I thought, thanks to Hyzant's generous provisions. I wonder what this would all be like if I had burned down the town way earlier. I'm as grateful as anyone for Hyzant's provisions, but I can't imagine anyone giving so much without expecting anything in return. They do expect something in return. They do indeed. Maybe no surprise tax in there. Maybe none of that. If I do cover Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent, I guess that would be going into like the same overall playlist as the HD 2D series, technically, that I currently have Octopath Traveler and Triangle Strategy in, which I'll add Live Alive to when it releases this summer. For that whole HD 2D series thingamabob. I had a feeling there might be something there. Hold on. What is the thing that I got? What did I get? Red anklet. Increases strength and magic attack for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. Oh! Who do I want to give that to? Becomes stronger when defeating enemies? Sure, I'll give it to Roland. Sure. I don't know. Can do that, I suppose. Yeah, that seems like a handy item there, huh? Any surprise taxes to collect in here? No? No surprise taxes? Unfortunate. Unfortunate there. Back here to speak to you about Minister Sorsley. The trip to your domain was well worth effort. Huh. One girl reminds you of Gloria for some reason from Bravely Default 2? Where? Like, the one that was down here? One of these ones here? Oh, you're talking about one of my roster, Frederica there. Up here, one of my higher level ones. I don't even want to think about Bravely Default 2. I love Bravely Default and Bravely Second, but Bravely Default 2 can screw off. That game right there. Oh man, I'm enjoying Triangle Strategy thus far, at least here. Alright, let's go ahead and save now, how about? Alright. Alright. So, we're gonna try to see if we can transport the illegal salt to the duchy at House Endy's behest. That's what we're gonna do. We have nothing to prove to Minister Sorsley's dealings. Wait, we have nothing to prove Minister Sorsley's dealings illegal, nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. They're probably gonna be baddies anyway, but right now, we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Mr. Sorsley's bidding. This one should listen to reason. Without solid proof of the illicit salt trade, we have no choice but to do as Mr. Sorsley says. I feel like that's a pretty good judgment there, Roland.
We must decide.
Mr. Sorsley is involved with trafficking illegal salt. It will be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. Now that we know Mr. Sorsley's illicit dealings to be true, we must bring them to Hyzan's attention. We should transport the salt to the duchy at House Endy's behest. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. Well, we'll try. I see. So you believe we should follow Mr. Sorsley's orders. I'll show the text here. Let's see here. There's no guarantee that we will succeed in exposing Sorsley, and should we fail, we would make enemies of both House Endy and the Holy State itself. Regardless of his motives, we owe him a debt, and I would rather not repay kindness with betrayal. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. We cannot risk losing Minister Sorsley's support. He's, our tactician here is all about tactical kind of stuff and ensuring the, longevity of House Wolfort. So I feel like to appeal to Benedict, I should do this.
Quite true.
House Endy is our only ally at the moment, and I would be hesitant to lose our only means of rebuilding the Wolfort domain. There is still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? It is. We haven't sufficient information to take action. Mr. Sorsley is no fool. I doubt he would blindly trust us to carry out such an important deal. Shaking Hyzan's faith in one of the Saintly Seven will be nigh impossible. Yeah. Valid point.
Indeed.
The title of Saint holds great power in the Holy State. In the worst case, we would be considered heathens trying to disrupt the peace and make ourselves enemies of the entire nation. It is an outcome we should avoid at all costs. You have made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord, allow me a moment more to make my decision. Benedict is deep in thought. Will I have successfully persuaded Benedict, maybe, for the first time ever? Maybe, if we're lucky?
Aye, lad.
Let's see here. Can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to go to Hyzan and report that no good minister. Yeah, that's the scale that you make every major decision on. Now that we know Minister Sorsley up to no good, it's our duty to report it. That's the way of House Wolfort. We should transport the salt to the duchy at House Endy's behest. I have better luck talking to a stone wall. It's not symbolic as much as this is a gameplay thing. We vote. My 7 units here vote on what we're gonna do. So you can see on the left side there that transporting the illegal salt to the duchy at House Endy's behest is something that Roland, Gila, and Hewitt are gonna vote for. And traveling to Hyzan and reporting the illegal salt shipments is something that Frederica and Eridor here are gonna vote for. It was something that Benedict was gonna vote for, but after I talk to him there, he might change his mind, maybe, or he might just continue and do it anyway. I'm gonna try to convince Eridor here, and then we take the vote with the scales. House Enda has given us money and provisions. Would reporting them not be biting the hand that feeds? Mr. Sorsley is no fool. He is no doubt wary of our betrayal. While I believe Minister Exharm would help us find Minister Sorsley guilty, we ought to be careful of him. He is no doubt another trying to use us as his pawn. Now, Eridor here is all about, like, the just and right thing here. He's like, it's the House Wolfort way to report wrongdoing and such. So, what would best appeal to him? What best appeals to that, I wonder? Maybe this one, but like... Maybe this would appeal best to him, I don't know. I see what you mean. House Enda helped us when we were hurting, and to betray them would shake people's faith in our own house. But I think their faith would be in even worse shape if they found out we were complicit in their crimes. I wish us not to be party to these crimes if we can avoid it, but things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it, but still, just thinking about dirtying our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. If our accusations fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of both House Ende and the Holy State. The risk is far too great. I understand, but we must do this to see House Wolfort survive. Please, Eridor, I ask that you bear this burden with us. Running away from our problems will avail us nothing. Ill-earned though it may be, we need House Ende's coin. I'm gonna say this! I leave House Wolfort all out. It's lonesome. Troubling thought indeed. I understand that, I do, but still, it's just so damn difficult to accept. Need more time to think on it. This won't be an easy decision either way. I probably didn't convince Eridor. I feel like I probably did not convince him.
Lord Saranoa.
Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley? Poor options, both. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Saranoa. Wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Saranoa. So it seems like Anna here is a little bit more inclined to make for Hyzant and reporting the illegal salt shipments. Because if I want to transport the salt to the duchy at House Ender's behest, I have better luck talking to a stone wall. But if we ought to make for Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipment, then she's a lot more inclined to listen to my arguments. But we should transport the salt to the duchy at the House Ender's behest. So, you believe it better to do Mr. Sorsley's bidding? Might I ask why? Oh, I didn't get the last option there. If we know the way House Ender's illicit operations work, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. There's no harm in gaining Mr. Sorsley's trust, regardless of what unfolds in the future. Let's do the tactical kind of thing. I see. It'll be easier to find the cracks in their defenses from the inside. It may even give us an opportunity to strike.
Yes.
If that is our aim, I think it well worth the risk. Is there anything else you wish to know? There is. I cannot help wondering if being party to these acts would sully the Wolfort name. Saintly 7 of Hyzant. Our house's honor is trivial at best. We needn't pay it any mind. Right now, we must do everything in our power to keep our people alive and the house standing. As long as we do, there will be a chance to reclaim our honor. The words of outsiders likely mean little against the Saintly 7. If we bring charges against Minister Sorsley, we may just lay all the blame at our feet. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here.
Certainly.
The Saints hold tremendous influence in Hyzant. It certainly won't be easy to prove one of them guilty. On the contrary, they might use their position and power to indict us instead. An undesirable situation indeed, and one I would rather not find ourselves in. Thank you, Lord Saranoa. I see now where you stand. And is deep in thought. Okay. Hopefully Anna votes the way that I want her to there. As Prince Roland said, we should take the salt to Esfrost. Accusing Minister Sorsley without evidence would do us no good. Alright, all things considered, I think it's best for us to follow Minister Sorsley's orders. Yeah.
What do you need?
The Saintly 7 have tremendous power in Hyzant, and Minister Sorsley is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. House Ende is one of the Saintly 7. The odds would be stacked against us if we were to report him. Yeah, that's what I feel there.
Saranoa.
We cannot overlook Minister Sorsley's black market dealings, let alone be party to them. I know that it means even more we'll have to go without salt in the duchy, but still. I believe we should go to Hyzant and bring these crimes to light. Trafficking illicit salt is wrong. I know that refusing would mean less salt for the people of Esfrost, but still, a better luck talking to a stone wall. We should transport the salt to the Duchy at House Endy's behest. Please, Sereno, I must know why you are opposed to exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. We are in sore need of House Endy's support. There is a time and place for everything, and now is not the time to bring Minister Sorsley to justice. Minister Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. Proving him guilty would be a struggle even with evidence, of which we have none. Huh. I know that, Frederica is all about liberty, so I feel like these more, like, tactical and self-preservation kinda... Like, this is the self-preservation kind of thing. This is a kind of tactical, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll do this one then.
Surely.
Indeed. Minister Sorsley's work has greatly benefited the Hierophant for many years. He must have great influence in the Holy State. If we went to them now, desperate as we are and lacking proof, there is a chance they would not believe us. Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
I admit I am more than curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorsling's illicit dealings. Sir Martial. Our relations with Esfrost are strained enough as it is. I'd rather not make any more enemies if we can avoid it. I wish to know Esfrost's true intentions. We might glean something new if we go there. I heard rumors of Minister Exarm. Though he looks reliable at first glance, I don't know if he can truly be trusted. Sure, I'll do this.
No.
You mean to say he may be using us, or perhaps plans to betray us? I share your doubts, but doing so avails us nothing. Let us return to our own counsels, Frederica. I understand your feelings, as I hope you understand mine. Frederica appears indifferent to your plea. I should have chosen one of the different options there. Alright, let's commence the voting then. Let the voting commence!
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorslay's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Did I convince you, Benedict?
My lord.
Oh my goodness, if you wish to sway me, you must leave me with no room for doubt. Darn you, Benedict!
Even still.
I'm sorry, Serena. Please understand. I suck at persuading people. Holy crap.
I cannot agree to this.
What? No way!
Just can't see it your way.
What? I'm gonna have to reload my save. Oh no.
Scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Oh no. I'm gonna need to reload my save. How did I not convince Anna even? What the heck? What? There. Oh, ah! No. Well, time to reload my save. Wow. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. My goodness gracious. Wow. Okay. 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 Wow. What happened? They voted against me. They voted against what I wanted them to do. I didn't convince them.